in this not minimalist world, we don't have any priorities, to be honest. In life, like, let me ask you a question. What is your first priority in life? And many of you will say more than one thing. And dude, I ask you just one thing. What would that be? What would the thing that you would sacrifice for like other things and just focus on one thing? I think you have to answer that question really clearly, but many of us won't because we just don't have that much of a priorities because we just don't think about that. We just don't be minimalist. We have tons of things that won't actually have an impact on our lives, but we just keep doing them anyway. We just do that to-do list and list tons of stuff and try to do all of those things at once, and that doesn't work out, and we just cram all of that work in, like more than 20 types of work, maybe even. Like when you think about that, it just hits you with a hammer because dude, you just cannot do 20 different types of things in a day. You just can't. You're not a robot. You just have to sleep, you just have to eat and like have a shower. All right, you just gotta clean yourself up. You just gotta clean your desk, your home, your room. You have like maintenance things. I also hate most of them because they're just fucking nonsense, but we just have to do them anyways. But the other things that actually, like, even without them, the life nearly would be the same. And think about those things. You first might notice that there's some couple of things, or maybe you won't even notice them because you haven't thought about them too much. And maybe that's normal because if you're a normal person in a normal world. But I encourage you to think about those things because that is your life. That is the life that you're trying to do, and it's chaotic, to be honest. For me personally, I also try to be a polymath right now because I just want to have a mastery on more than 30 things. That's also a hard thing, but with enough priority, you just can do all of the things that you need to do in order to be a polymath. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do minimize all of the distractions. No YouTube, no social media, no like free fucking time that you don't even need. Only work, only the things that matter. And with this, you will just have a meaningful life and also a minimalist life. Yeah, like you might say that it's not a minimalist life and you do so many things in life, but no, I don't think about. I'm not saying about the amount of things that you do. It's about amount of the things that you're required to do. Actual requirements, right? Sometimes, bro, to be honest, first thing in the morning, meditation and those like journaling and reading book may not be the best choice. They just like might be like if your mental health is great, if you're like doing great in life, maybe the thing that you need to do is just work and do the thing that you actually need to do. And many people just don't do the thing that they actually need to do, and they just procrastinate. They just cope and like meditate for like 20 minutes, maybe even an hour. I don't know like what your goals in life, but my goal is to be a polymath right now, like mainly. And so I need to learn, I need to study, I need to like do the deliberate practice needed, and then I might do the meditation and then the journaling and the things that recharge you. But the first things, like my first priority is work. Like this, like doing a podcast, like speaking English and improving my speaking skills, even though nobody actually listened to me. Why? Because I know my priorities. I know that English is needed for long-term success. Like actually, it's not like 100% necessity, but if you really speak English really well, you can actually really succeed in life. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, and I have some plans to go out of the country and maybe even live there. And also I also really want to talk with the other people that are not in my country, and also want to express myself. To be honest, I just want to express my ideas with another language and like kind of challenge to myself. And also I just love to have a YouTube channel because that's kind of a documentary of your life, your thoughts and your ideas and your philosophy and stuff. And like that's my product right now. There are better things, to be honest. Not gonna lie, but this is not the worst. I maybe you could just scroll on social media, and I'm just not doing that. Thank you. I'm just doing other than just scrolling and just mindlessly scrolling. I'm kind of like doing something that is kind of better. I'm being a better person and being closer to my goals. And yeah, that was it. We are at the end of our podcast, or like one of the worst podcasts in the world. Probably nobody would watch me, but anyways, I just love doing those videos that I just have to think about in another language. Man, it's another types of practice that I love to do. And I just want to be a polymath, so that's kind of a step that I need to take. Goodbye.